Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 34 and 35, Love or Con. He blocked this, gosh. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews, let me fix this, who have been here with your auntie for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. This is non-stop November or no stop November, and I have no intentions on stopping with the uploads of the videos. Y'all, oh, give me y'all. I don't know what's going on with my nose. Every time I come on camera, my nose gets running. But anyway, I digress. Y'all don't need to know about that. That's a TMI. Um, I want to say thank you so much to all of my nieces and nephews who have been with me. Thank y'all so much. If I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, I probably will rate it I guess a C, maybe a B, because our girl Amber finally told the truth. So if I was to give it a B, I would give it a B for just for that very reason. Let's get into this particular bull crap of a show that we have been watching. Of course, we know that Andrea and Lamondre are gone. They are no longer on the scene because once she decided that she was not going to stay in the relationship with him, they had no other reason to stay around. And so the producers packed up their bags, got in their trucks, and they headed on back home. So we don't have anything on that couple. I want to talk about Angela and Tony. As we all know, Tony was out of jail, got out of jail, and Angela basically lost her mofo mind. Okay, Angela went to the prison um, to collect his belongings and everything because of course her phone number and everything was the last phone number on record, I'm assuming, for Tony. And so Angela, went there to do what she had to do. Getting there, once she got there, she discovered that this mofo not only, escaped from prison, but also was trying to date this woman. So, of course, Angela got mad about the fact that, he had been talking to other women and she had not gotten out of the relationship where she put into it. These mofos, when they're in jail, they'll tell you anything. Apparently, in order to get you to finance them while they, number one, while they're in prison, and then after the fact. And so Angela now has a dilemma, you know what I mean? Okay. She has to make a decision whether or not she believes anything that Tony says or not, because she believes now that Tony used her. We all knew it from day A, from the very beginning. But for her, she could not stay in there. I mean, she could not. Hold on, y'all. Okay. For some reason, wondering what's going on. For some reason, this is not giving me a subscriber count. He didn't escape. He just never went back to the halfway house. Dion, that's escaping. If that is where he's supposed to be and he doesn't go back, then he's considered an escapee from prison. I mean, that's just, a little bit prison lingo, I guess. I am wondering if I'm on the right channel because this thing is not giving me an accurate count. Let me tell you something. YouTube is going through a lot lately. They're not having accurate subscriber counts. They're not having accurate live counts. Like, it's just so much that's going on with it. People not getting notifications. Some people not able to go live. You go live, then you get frozen. Like, they are going through some major okay, thank you, Courtney. They're going through some major renovations. Right now, I'm looking at the the viewer count, and it's saying there's one person on here. Like, what the hell? But anyway, I'm gonna, move on and go on with the review. But I just want to let you know, if you're not getting notifications and all of that kind of stuff, it's because YouTube is just acting up and cutting the food. I have no idea what the hell is going on. And at this point, you know what? We're gonna move on. Thank you so much, Lisa Woohoo. We're gonna move on. So, oh my God, what is wrong with my nose? Oh. So Angela is, she has a dilemma because she has to figure out whether or not Tony is in love with her, and whether or not he's trying to, continue to use her, because of course he's incarcerated again. And so he needs somebody to help take care of him and finance his needs and his wishes and his desires and all of that kind of stuff while he's in prison. And so Angela, is refused the proposal from her friend, someone who actually cares about her. I actually don't believe that he really wants to marry Angela. I just think that he did that as, kind of like a sympathy type move. You understand what I'm saying? And so now we see Angela in episode 35, and Angela is still contemplating. She said that Tony is calling her, he is Skyping her, he is emailing her, he's writing letters, he's sending ravens, bitch. Like, he's doing everything to try to get this woman to allow him back into her life. Angela realizes that this whole time this mofo was, basically up to no good. A matter of fact, she never even had sex with him. They were never intimate or anything like that. And so, it was just really unfortunate that this mofo took her through that, and that she stayed in there all these years and supplied all this man's needs. Okay, so Angela decided that she's going to go and meet with her sister, who looks just like a piece of doo-doo on the street. Okay, well, I guess I shouldn't say that, but I mean, I did. Shit, I mean, oops, excuse me. I ain't even supposed to say that, but okay, I said it. Excuse me, y'all. I usually don't say that word on my channel, but that just slipped right on out. So Angela is talking to her sister, and her sister is talking about skinning him like the dog that he is. And as soon as she said it, my heart thought, okay, well, have you skinned a dog before? Okay, and if you did skin a dog, why? Why are we out here skinning dogs, all right? And so, that just kind of grossed me out. I guess I knew what she was saying, but basically, she was telling her sister that, you don't need to be with the mofo. The mofo is absolutely trying to use Angela. We hear Tony call Angela, and she answers the phone, and she tells him, how she doesn't love him anymore. I mean, she loves him, but that she doesn't trust him. She doesn't want to be with him anymore, that type of thing, because the love that she had for him was shattered when she found out that he was telling another woman that he was in love with her. Then we hear him again call back and just tell her, I want to have a second chance with you. I know where I messed up. I am even willing to marry you. And so Angela kind of hesitates. We see her out there fixing her motorcycle or doing whatever she's doing. Like, because, she's a rough rider. And Tony is just begging. Angela knows that, when she talks to him, that he's going to wear down her defenses, which is what mofos do when they up to no good, okay? So she is really struggling with the fact that she feels herself getting weaker. She says that it's not that I don't love you, Tony. She said, I get up every morning and I'm frustrated. I'm mad as hell about, what has happened and what you did to me. And so, I'm just trying to get myself together, and here you are calling me back again. Everybody, including the sheriff in town, knows that Tony is using her. Tony asks her on the phone, can I parole to your house? So this mofo now cannot even be, he's probably going to be on the ankle bracelet because of the fact that he did not go back to the halfway house, and he was considered a fugitive, all right? And so now he probably needs a permanent residence because he's probably going to have a damn ankle bracelet around his leg. And of course, he just needs somebody who's going to have his back again. Angela told him, did not confirm nor deny that she would allow him to live there. She just said, you know what, Tony, I'm going to talk to you later. It is what it is. And so, as far as I'm concerned, they're just kind of stringing us along with this Angela story, hoping that, something will come out of it. I'm hoping something does. But again, I just feel like it was just a filler, and I felt like they just dragging our asses along. The next person I want to talk about is that damn Daniel. Okay, him and his and this just would call them. In the last episode 34, okay, that I did not review, so I'm doing 34 and 35. In the last episode, this mofo was sitting at home and he's playing Tetris or Pac-Man or whatever the hell else he is playing. He has been home for 30 days. Now, there's two sides to that coin, okay? He's been home for 30 days. He hasn't had an opportunity yet to find himself a job. But then on the other side of the coin, he doesn't look like he's looking for one either. She comes home and she's blowing a horn, and they made it appear that he took a long time coming out. I believe he ran his ass out there as soon as she got home because his Pop-Tarts and his gummy bears was in the bag, okay? The bitch was hungry and he wanted the food, and I believe he ran out there, even though they tried to make it look like it was a long time and whatever. So she was like, what was you doing all day, okay? So he comes out, he helps her bring the groceries in. He talks about how cold it is, and he goes on into the house. They go into the house and they start offloading groceries and everything. And of course, she set the bag up so that he would get the bag with a pregnancy test. So this bitch comes home, okay, with $150 worth of pregnancy tests from the grocery store, and and $25 in groceries. Bitch, something is wrong with this store. You could have went to the dollar store and took, and got you 25 of them mofos, peed up on them bitches, and it still would have told you wasn't pregnant, because we do not believe any of this storyline, but we're going to act as if we do. So, of course, he's saying, what's in this bag? And she's like, pregnancy test. And he's like, okay, you pregnant? And she was like, well, if you know that you're pregnant, then you wouldn't have a pregnancy test. It just means, a late period or a missed period. And I'm sitting up here thinking, bitch, you on your period now. I don't know why he did not bust her out and tell her, well, what about that sack that's in between your legs? Y'all, excuse me, but come on with the foolishness. So, so now they're going to play us and try to make it seem like this girl is pregnant when we all absolutely knew, okay? Because basically we were sitting in the living room with them. We were in that filthy house that got all kinds of tunnels and stairs, cases and hallways and and I'm just saying to myself, God, what kind of house they in? But anyway, I digress on that house. So, she's, telling him that, he's been irresponsible. He's not looking for a job. He's told her while he was in jail that he was going to be getting his GED. He was going to be, looking for a job. He was going to do all these grand things. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, he can't get any of that done, honey, in 30 days. Okay. But this is just her petty ass being petty, like, she's being petty. And so, this mofo is standing up against the wall in the refrigerator, dragging his ass and everything. And I'm sitting up there thinking, he's such a damn baby. Why he's even living with her, I don't know. He is supposed to be paroled or whatever, on probation at his mama house. Why is he living with her? Are they not tracking his ass? Do they not know that he is not staying at home? So this mofo, is basically in there with his trifling self. And so she goes and takes a pregnancy test. She comes back, and of course, the pregnancy test is negative. He's happy about it. And she's like, well, wait a minute. You told me that you wanted a baby in 6 months. And he's like, no, I really need to get myself together. When she went to go and take the pregnancy test, she sat there and said that she truly believes that this mofo and her can handle this. How in the hell you going to handle this? All you going to do is take that baby and put that baby on all of us. It's going to be another damn burden that's going to be on our tax dollars around this mofo, okay? And we are just, we have gotten to the point where we tired of taking care of these mofos who decided they're going to come home from jail and just, damn it, have a baby. And then, they have no way to take care of the baby. I don't even know if she worked because she appeared appears to be almost a full-time student. And so it's like, why in the hell are you all not using protection? She tells him that he has to strap up. And I'm saying, well, where you going to find it at? Is the bitch going to use saran wrap out the dollar store? He doesn't even have a job. So how in the hell is he going to be living in a household with you, having sex as many times as he is having sex with you, and be able to afford to buy Trojans or whatever whatever the hell else they are using in order to protect themselves from being pregnant? Where's the responsibility for her own body, for who she is as a woman? Like I'm saying, it's crazy as hell, because I'm saying, women, we got to protect ourselves. We got to make sure that we are okay. Now, first of all, this mofo been sitting up in jail for I don't know how long, and you have not tested him. He ain't got an HIV test, a gonorrhea test, chlamydia, like herpes. Like, he hasn't been tested. Like, who he been having sex with and who been having sex with his ass? Ain't no way in the world you gonna come straight home from jail and you think you're gonna be plugging me every night. Oh, hell no. The last thing that I'm gonna be doing is buying a pregnancy test. Bitch, I'm gonna be buying every drug there is on the market, and we're going to be waiting until them mofos come back. We're going to be going to the doctor, the free clinic, boo. We're going to be going to mobile clinics. I don't give a damn if the clinic is sitting up at the bus stop and you swipe your damn subway card, okay, to get a test done. Ain't no way in the world I will be sitting there worrying about whether or not I am pregnant by a mofo. Not when he just came home and he looking a little... Hell no. So anyway, we find out that she is not pregnant. On episode 35, we see this mofo with his mama. The mama that he doesn't respect and the mama that she doesn't respect. And this bitch that went to his mama and told his mama that he want her to get her a promise ring. So the mama, with her dumbass self, said, you know what, I want him to be happy. He ain't staying with me, damn it, she doing me a favor. So the most of the best that I can do, and the least that I could do, is help this mofo move up out underneath my house, my house by buying a promise ring for this bitch, okay? So his mama and him, they decided they gonna go to a jewelry store. This mofo was up in the jewelry store, right? And he, of course, doesn't have any money. His mother said that he's going to have to pay her the money back. And so this mofo was in the jewelry store looking for rings, okay? So the dude was like, hey, how y'all doing? He was like, I'm fine. I'm coming up in here, get a promise ring and all of that kind of stuff. So the producers asked the mother, if this was an engagement ring, would you be paying for it? Would you be fronting the bill for it? So the mama was like, no. Now he's sitting up there telling his mama that he going to get her a promise ring. And so while he looking at rings, the price tags is steady coming down on the mofos, okay? The man said, well, what are you looking for? What kind of category are you looking for? He said, I'm looking for something, that's like really cheap, like bubblegummish, like one grade above being in the bubblegum machine. You know what I'm saying? The one where you take a quarter in and you just... and the ring drop down in a little plastic thing, and you got to damn near pry that plastic apart and the little ring come about that joint. He said that he just wanted one grade above that, right? So the dude is sitting there saying, this is impossible. I don't know how the hell to help you. You understand what I'm saying? So this mofo is like, he said, okay, this one is $2,000. Okay, well, this one is $100. Oh, $1,000. Okay, well, this one is $750. All right, so I thought that, damn it, we was at an auction, okay, because the mofo ring was, it was going a different way. It should have been going up, but the mofo was going down. All right, okay. So this mofo said, I want a ring that's, basically, he said, well, what about 500? This mofo said, no, that's still too high. I said, God damn. Okay, so now they go all the way down to $200. The mama said, I could do $200, bitch, but I'm telling you, can't be no taxes on it. Can't be no shipping and handling. Bitch, I'm talking about don't ring me up for nothing else but $200. Like I'm saying, when you put it in there at $199.99, bitch. Because if it's a penny over $200, I ain't paying for the damn Right. So you need to go ahead on to make the adjustment. The man said, you know what, the hell with it. Go ahead on, take the ring for $200. Ding so to the dumb bitches. Now, the ring didn't even have a diamond in the joint. The joint was one of them type of rings that got a heart in it. You know the one you give your daughter when she turned 10 years old? You put it up underneath the Christmas tree and everything. It's that 925, that silver. You know, sometimes if you go to Pierce and Pagonia, you know the little vendors that be in the middle of the mall, you might go to Pierce and Pagonia or something like that and get you a little ring like that for your little grandbaby or, you know, somebody like that, under 12, you know what I'm saying? Make them think they got something, their first little heart ring. Well, this is what this bitch ended up getting her. And then he gonna sit up there and talk about my mother think that this ring is a promise ring, but this is an engagement ring. It may not be in her league. It may not be something that her ass likes, but damn it, this is what the hell she's going to get, and I'm going to propose to her tonight with this ring that my mama believe is a promise ring. I'm saying, here you are, you's a broke mofo, and then you can't even be honest about the brokenness and be honest about what you're doing. You got your mother buying this girl an engagement ring knowing that your mother don't go for that. All right, the next couple I want to talk about, and it happened in episode 34 with Cheryl and Josh. The same thing happened with these mofos. She's with this mofo. She done left her damn kids for 20 years, okay? I don't even know, if the kids going to recognize her ass when she come back because she's out there, taking care of this mofo that left her kids behind and everything with her mama and her daddy and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, this is horrible parenting. But anyway, because I don't know where their daddy is. I don't know if the daddy is involved. We know she got a sister that's, a probation officer that's working down at the jail, that's working with these kind of mofos like Josh all her life. Josh, to me, got more damn sense than Cheryl does. But this mofo goes and takes Cheryl because he promised Miss Cheryl that he was going to marry her, and she trying to hold his feet to the fire. You understand what I'm saying? So he takes these two mofos going to a cotton freaking pawn shop to go and get a cotton freaking ring, and while he in there, this bitch is attention. He looking at some damn speakers, okay, a snow blower and a damn drill. Okay, this mofo's supposed to be in there, consecrating and concentrating, okay, on a ring for her. And this mofo is up in here looking at little gadgets and toys that he can buy, to help him blow the snow. At his mama house, with his ankle bracelet on. He got to make sure if it's a snowstorm at night, the bitch got to get up early in the morning to get it done. He want to hear speakers because he want his music to be booming. And of course, she got an attitude about the damn thing. And she mad about, him doing some stuff like that. Let me tell you something. This ain't just complete foolishness with the two of them. So, she's mad and of course they arguing again. And that's all we ever hear is the two of them argue. And you know what? At this point, I've gotten so tired of the arguing, the bickering that goes on between the two of them, because really he don't bunk with her, but she bunk with him. And she wants to hold him to every little promise and stuff like that he's made. This mofo been tricking you and playing with you the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? So it just is what it is with the two of them. So the next couple that we wanted to talk about is Lacey and Shane. And Lacey and John. And Lacey and Shane and John and the whole freaking football, hockey, and soccer team. As we know, John is supposed to be getting his ass up out of jail. We know that Lacey went to the jail and she, told John that she was messing with Shane, but she still wants him to come home and pull a strand of hair out or let them take a cotton swab in his mouth so he can find out whether or not her son is his child. John is still sitting in jail, hoping beyond hope that, Lacey is going to be with him because she has held him down for the last year while he's been in jail. And so he has these preconceived notions about how life is going to be on the outside, living happily ever after with Lacey. But in the meantime and in between time, Lacey is up in the bed with Shane getting busy, bitch. Okay? Getting busy. Lacey is throwing it up in the air. Lacey is dropping it low. Okay? Lacey is doing what she got to do with this mofo. So Shane, of course, now is living in the house. Okay? Because once a mofo come up in there like that, it's hard to get a mofo to leave. Because some men are like roaches, bitch. I don't care how much you spray them, they all up in the walls. They up in the walls, they all up underneath the ground, bitch. Once one get in there, you can't get them mofos up out of there to save your life. You got to bomb your house every day. And this is exactly what Shane did. Shane said, you're going to love me and I'm going to love you. So we see Shane taking his ass on out there to the store to make sure that he gets a ring, okay, to solidify and lock that joint down. Shane has made a decision that this is the woman that he is in love with, point blank and to the period. And he doesn't care anything about what Lacey thinks or what Lacey feels about it. But guess what? At the end of the day, Lacey is in love with him, or at least she thinks. She held him down a little bit while he was in jail, drove 7 hours to go and get to be up out of jail. And so now, you know, she good and in love. Or at least that's what she thinks. So we see them sitting about it, you know, see him going down to a jeweler and he's buying a ring for her. He doesn't know what the ring, you know, should look like or anything like that. He just knows that he wants to propose to Lacey because the booty good, all right? Okay? The booty was clapping, tapping, dancing, and singing and some more stuff and had his toes curled up like this, okay? He was up in that mofo like that. And you know, once you get him like that, bitches be bringing their toothbrush, toothpaste, clothes in the bag, bitch. Gotta pull it together. All right, so this mofo, you know, he's in love. So we see them at, you know, the local tea diner. They having dinner. Okay? While they sitting up in dinner, they talking about John. They talk about all the possibilities and how, you know, John is coming home and they going back and forth about John. He asking Lacey how she feel about him. Lacey telling him she really don't know how she feel about him. She care about him, but bitch, John in the picture. These mofos, the conversation at the table to me, I thought was absolutely ridiculous. But okay, we gonna skip over that. So the next thing we know, we see this mofo drop down to his knees. He proposes to Lacey. Lacey don't know what to do with it. Okay? But of course, you know, she's flattered that the mofo done proposed to her. But then all of a sudden, the light flicks off. I don't know if the mofo was like one of them dancing ball lights, but that ass was all over the place, okay? And I'm just saying to myself, what in the world is going on with Lacey? Lacey damn near had a nervous breakdown. She called her friend on the phone. Hey, Mama, what the I'm saying, can y'all put some closed caption on there? Can you please put some words on this so I understand what she's saying to her friend? Because I can't make it out. I don't know if she's happy about it or if she's sad about it. I don't know if she has any kind of feelings about it. Like, somebody help me help her, okay? What is this? Okay, I wanted to make sure that. Okay. So the next thing we see is her complaining about the way that this mofo proposed to her. She's saying that, you know, he proposed to her, got her hopes all high, but he didn't explain to her why he wanted to marry her. Bitch, he don't know. He don't know how to tell you that you made it clap all night long. He don't know how to tell you that I'm whipped, okay? I'm booty whipped, okay? And that's why I proposed to you. And I want to make sure that I got a place to stay in. Okay? Now, we see them out in the parking lot, and she get to swinging on the mofo. And I'm saying, ain't no way in the world that they would have allowed a man to be busting a woman's ass, smacking a woman. She mad at him because he proposed to her and didn't have no words. According to her, he didn't properly propose. So she's out there whooping his ass in the parking lot. And I'm saying, so y'all gonna go ahead on and let this happen. It is so hypocritical for the producers of these shows to allow this stuff to go on from a woman to a man, but if it was a man to a woman, they wouldn't allow this stuff to happen because it's socially unacceptable. But when is it going to become socially unacceptable for women to do that kind of stuff? It's not okay for a woman to put her hand on a man ever. That's not okay. And that's not love. But anyway, I ain't going to even dwell on that. But I do not like it. I think that we as a society have to understand that men get abused just as much as women do. And if we don't want people to turn a blind eye to what happens to women, it is no longer acceptable for us to turn a blind eye when it happens to a man. This man said, y'all take me somewhere because what I'm not going to do is let her keep hitting me. Because he already knew as a man that it was not going to be okay for him to be hitting and smacking her around on television. But anyway, we're going to move on. The next thing we see is Lacey laying up in the bed. And Shayna moved in. Shane said, I'm the dog that pissed on this pole first. This my pole. I don't care nothing about John. She tells him, you know John's coming home. He's going to be paroled to the house. So I need you to roll out. Lacey's a J. Lacey running these mofos. She a straight J. She got big balls. She got one mofo that just finished washing his ass. And another one that's getting ready to come and wash his. And she gonna tell this mofo, you got the role. Lacey's a J. We all can learn a few things from Lacey. Okay. So Shane is like, I ain't rolling out. I'm a roach in your walls. What? Okay. So Lacey decides that she gonna drive. Shane said he gonna ride with her. She told her, you can't ride with me, young. This is something I gotta do on my own. I ain't trying to have y'all break. Excuse me, y'all. I ain't even tired. I don't know why I'm yawning. But she decides that he can't ride with her. She tell him, be out my house, young. Because I got another man coming over. I have to rock his world and curl his toes. She gets to the jail. Shane decides he gonna get an Uber. Somebody taking him to the jail. Because he said he gonna fight for his woman and he gonna fight for his place up in that house. He gonna fight for his right to be with Lacey. So next thing we know, we see her at the jail. John comes out. She gives John a dry hug. John knows that the hug is dry. He said, you seem a little different. She said, I'm just nervous. But then she drops the bomb on him and tell him, I don't give a damn about you. I love you, but I ain't in love with you. I don't feel the same way. Them sparks that I thought that I was going to feel for you, I don't feel them. She said, I was with a man. You know what I'm saying? I drove 7 hours to go be with a man that I only saw pictures of. But when I met him, he rocked my world. And since then, he's really, rocked it and plugged it up. Okay? Plugged up the hole. Okay? He's my maintenance man now. So John was like, how in the world can you come out and you straight about, I'm straight about the pen and you know. And she said, I just know that I don't feel like that about you. She gets all mad and everything, but she didn't buck up on him like she bucked up on Shane because I know that she think that John would tear her ass up. So Lacey says that when John is a good man, he's a good man. She said that he's doing the right thing. He's helping her with her kids. But when he's a bad man, he's a bad man and taking her money and using it for drugs and stealing from her and all of that. And I'm saying, and she said, I truly did hold it down for him for a year. But I have got to get in contact with Shane because I got to let Shane know he is my man. Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up button when you come into the room, okay? And if you can't hit it when you come into the room and you forgot about it, hit it on your way out, okay? Ding. So basically, she is, in between two men. John says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and change my address. I'm going to parole at my parents' house. I ain't going to stay with Lacey. And I mean, and in between time, we see Shane walking up, calling Lacey's name. So Lacey's getting ready to find out that this mofo is here. Bitch. Lacey's a G. Okay, y'all. The next couple I want to talk about is Vincent and Amber. Bitch. Did Amber drop the bomb on us or what? Okay. So last episode, we saw her, episode 34, we saw Amber sitting there at the house with Puppy's mama. No, first of all, she went through her last conversation with Vincent, trying to berate Vincent and make it appear that Vincent was less than honorable in dating her and proposing to her. She doesn't know how to get rid of Vincent. She absolutely wants to get rid of him, but she doesn't know how. She is just ragging on, and he doesn't have the common sense that God gave his dumb ass to realize that she doesn't want to be with him. He is still hanging the hell around instead of packing his bags up and going back home. So we see her asking him a bunch of questions and just challenging every one of his answers and just telling him that basically you are a con artist and you are trying to con me. You tried to adopt a puppy and now you're trying to marry me and I am not going to have it. She is not attracted to him or any of that. So we see her travel over to Puppy's stepmother's house, okay? And Puppy's stepmother, she goes into the house and Vincent, I guess he's supposed to just be her Uber driver. I'm saying, well, bitch didn't pay him. If you don't want him to follow you around the house and to be in your life, pay the mofo for his services, okay? So we see her going to the house. She, wants to have a good night's rest because as we all know, the night before they were all intoxicated and she ended up staying at the house, probably drunk up out of her mind, probably stinking and some old stuff. And so the next thing, she goes in the back because she wants to talk to Puppy's stepmother. And she, goes in the back and here comes Vincent in the back. She goes outside to smoke a cigarette, and here comes Vincent. I don't smoke, but I know y'all don't mind. This bitch is sitting making a two-seater bench turn into three. He just like a little leech, and he just won't go away, okay? Because he doesn't have the damn sense God gave him. He just doesn't know when he's not wanted. He doesn't know So Amber, sits out there and she talks to Mongoose, okay? And tells Mongoose that, she don't know why this is uncomfortable for her and why she's feeling a certain kind of way or whatever. And Mongoose was like, maybe you got your mind on something else. You ain't really ready for this. It's some stuff that's going on with you, boo, that you need to go ahead on and be truthful with him about. Because at the end of the day, this mofo, okay, is taking care of you and he doing what he got to do, in order to be with you. She was complaining and saying that, when she met him, he wouldn't give her his real information. Okay? So this is really what her ass is mad about because she wanted to get her con game on. And so when she found out that this mofo was possibly somebody that was conning her, then she gonna switch up on his ass. So she was like, maybe there is some things that's going on. I'm hiding a secret from Vincent, and I ain't told him about it. So now on this episode, on episode 35, we sit there, okay, because I can't even sit up straight. Let me sit up straight. So here we are on episode 35. We find out last night that the con is on Vincent. She picks that mofo phone up and calls Poppy. She having a phone conversation with Poppy, or did Poppy call her? Whatever the hell, she was on a call with Poppy. So she said, Poppy, look, I'm telling you, I can't do this no more. I can't do the con game anymore. Poppy said, no, you gonna do the con game. She said, no, I can't do it. I can't fuck with him. I don't want to be around him. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. I can't shake this mofo off like a booger bitch. And I don't want to be with him anymore. Puppy said, you gonna do what we set out to do. She said, he is our golden ticket. Now, she said that when they met this mofo in jail, when this mofo was writing all these 10 people, he told them that he had an invention, boo, a patent, a goddamn trademark, bitch, that he was going to revolutionize the medical field. He had this witty idea, this invention, bitch, that was going to cause him to be greater than Einstein. This bitch was getting ready to rediscover electricity going through surgical instruments. Batch. And her and Puppy said, got him. We gonna use this mofo. You get out first and you go head on and you use him and you wait and hold it down till me and mama come home. And now Amber is pulling back off the deal, and Puppy was like, bitch, you can't. You gonna have to see this through. She said, I don't want him to touch me. I don't want him to be around. She said, give him a blowjob. Do whatever you gotta do to keep this mofo out until I get out in the next couple of months. She said, I can't do it. She said, you gonna do it? Puppy said, no, that wasn't the deal. I'm adopted, bitch. I let them adopt me for all the millions of dollars for this revolution. So they using Vincent. Amber said, you think I'm going to suck his... I ain't giving him nothing. I ain't doing nothing. She said, I can't even stomach being around him. And you talk about getting down on my knees or sitting on the edge of the bed or standing up on the top of my head, bitch, and blowing him off. I can't do it. Puppy said, you gonna do it. She said, well, maybe you need to be both his daughter and his wife. Puppy said, bitch, you gonna do what you got to do. You got a couple of months and you better hang in there. They think this mofo had money. They thought this mofo was the jackpot and the joke was on them. And that's why Amber has been trained. I told y'all a couple of reviews ago, you never accuse somebody of doing something unless you yourself are doing it. And damn it if it ain't the truth with them. She saw the con in him because she had the con in her. And now they done found out that this mofo ain't nothing but some straight garbage. Amber Puppy asked her, did he buy you anything? He been taking care of you? She said, I got some clothes in the bed. She said, well, sleep on that bed and give him some head. Because I'm telling you right now, you gon' stick it out and you gon' stay in there. Amber was like, I cannot do this. I'm so grossed out by him. She said, I'm telling you right now, you better not mess it up. Because me and mama are dependent on you and you are dependent on him. I can't believe it. Love you too, boo. I saw that. Oh, that was so sweet. Shirley Wilston. Thank you, boo. I love you too. So the con been on Vince. So when people talk about Vincent's YouTube channel and Vincent coming out here and trying to explain stuff, explain that. Explain that. Let me tell you something. Every dog got his day, and if them bitches think that they not gonna get it back, they gonna get it back. They all got a con. Love you too, Bobby. Everybody got a con. Everybody got a game. And last but not least, the con artist of them all, Alex. Alex has gone and did research. He has discovered bitch America. And he has discovered that he can marry this woman and she doesn't have to convert. Duh. You one of them jail Muslims. You're not like a real converted Muslim. You don't practice. You don't do what you're supposed to do, bitch. You was a jail Muslim. You know, the ones that turn Muslim so they don't get their ass whooped every night? You one them. You ain't no straight up Muslim. Like, fuck out of here. So they decide in episode 34 that they gonna have an engagement party. Because, of course, he dropped down on that knee. Okay? And then she decided all the kids gonna grow up Muslim. So now she's decided to gather all her friends and her families around, and his friends and his family, so that they can have an engagement party. As a matter of fact, I want to say congratulations. I want to take the time out and say congratulations to our girl Natalie. Natalie's wedding was today. And Natalie, I hope that you and your boo live happily ever after in total bliss and love. And that your children continue to grow up in a healthy, loving environment. Congratulations. I'm so sorry that I had to cancel at the last minute, but so much was going on. My daughter needed me for many different things. And so I am so sorry I could not come. But we will make up the time. We will redeem it. And we'll get together real soon. I love you, Natalie, and your boo-boo. Ah. Okay, so anyway, back to the review. So Glorietta has all her friends there. She got her mother there. And they all at the little local barn grill. And she's got a little cheesy little, cake. And everybody's around and they're meeting each other. And he comes over and he touches the mother. Because he feels like he has something that he needs to say to her. And I'm just like, leave Mama Duke alone. Now, did Mama overreact? Yes. She overreacted. But I'm going to tell you, I don't like people to touch me, tag me. I don't like people to tap me. Don't tap me, don't touch me. Don't be like all up on me because I got serious space issues. So as crazy as the mother appeared to be, and as much as she overreacted, I understood her. Bitch, I understood. Don't put your mofo hands on me unless I invite you to put your hands on me. I don't like people to touch me like that. Now, if I see you afar off and you be like, oh my God, that's Auntie, I'll warm up. But don't tap me, don't touch me, don't be up on me. He all up on the mother touching her and touching her. She trying to, deal with the mofo stuff. We already know, she one french fry short of crazy, okay? All right? She one french fry short of a Happy Meal. Batch. She's an unhappy meal. And this mofo was touching on her. She lost her damn mind. She lost her damn mind. She goes out. He's on her tail. He's antagonizing her at this point. You harassing me, boo. If I don't want to be in your space, I don't want you in my space. Leave me the hell alone. But this mofo is telling her that he has something to tell her. His friends and family and everybody around. You got other things, boo, to entertain you. You don't have to be up underneath me like this. The mama kirked out was like, don't touch me. So he's trying to tell her about, the Muslim thing, and he thinks that this is a good idea. And she said, look, you a Muslim. I don't want to be a Muslim. Don't try to convert me. He won't try to convert you, Mom. Calm down. Calm down. But it allowed me to see myself and sometimes how I react to things and how I can go off. And my daughter be like, Mom, bring it down a peg. Mama, put it on a calm down, Mom. So if you go to my other YouTube channel, I had an incident today over at the Petco, okay, that I'm going to escalate all the way up the scale. And so I know about overreacting, and I asked my daughter for permission. I said, if I stay calm, can I address this issue with the management? And she was like, Ma, keep it on a calm down. He wasn't trying to convert the mother, but he was antagonizing her. Everywhere she went, this bitch was acting like he was Larry the Little Lamb, whose feet was dirty as hell. And everywhere that Glorietta's mother went, this dirty ass lamb was sure to go. God. He irritated me. But Mama was off the coof. Mama said, I got the roll. He goes to Glorietta. Excuse me. And he plays this innocent role as if he did not do anything. He was like, I was trying to talk to your mother, but she didn't want to talk to me. Yeah, you kept following the mother around the whole entire time. Who would want to talk to you when you doing some bull crap like that? So now this week we see this mofo sit his raggedy ass up there with his friend and says, I want to go see Julietta or whatever the girl's name is. He was like, okay, but ain't you into this one? He was like, yeah, I ain't trying to holler at anything like that. I just want to see where we stand. Well, why you want to see where you stand with her if you know that Glorietta's the one you want to be with? In the meantime and in between time, we see Glorietta going dress shopping. She got her girlfriend with her because she said her girlfriend supports, her foolishness. And so she's got her girlfriend with her and everything, and they, doing what they do with the whoop-whoop and the boop-boop-boop. And I'm saying, oh, my God. But this mofo is on the other side of town getting his homeboy to hook him up with her. So we see this mofo meet her at a coffee shop. She was stunning. Hair all pretty and bouncy and curly. This girl was beautiful. She said, I am not the same mofo that he knew. I'm in rehab and I'm getting myself together. This is the first bitch that I've seen that I used to hang around because I don't even want no parts of them anymore. I'm trying to stay, sober and sane and off of drugs. And the last thing I want is to be dealing with this stuff and be brought down by this again. When you come out and you do the 12-step program, I believe that one of the first steps, okay, is not to be involved with the old people from your past. You have to change your environment. And this is what her intention was. Her intention was to change her environment. And here come this mofo, sitting there with the charm. She read right through him. She says, I am not Susie the homewrecker. I ain't wrecking his home. Because he told her that, number one, when he talked to her on the phone, that he was in a hotel with his fiancée, Glorietta. He says at first when he met Glorietta and started talking to Glorietta, that it was all about the money. He says she works multiple jobs. And at first it was all about the money. And she says, we all know that you're an opportunist. He says that he's changed. She said, we know. I know you haven't. I know you. I know you. Does this girl even know you having this conversation? He said, no. No, she doesn't. She don't even know I'm here. She gave him that, as I thought, look. While keeping it pleasant and on the calm down. But she saw his game. He drunk out of her latte. He drunk out of her latte. He'd have been buying me a new one. Because we ain't swapping no spit and no DNA. Don't you ever take your stuff, your straw, and stick it in my stuff like that. Totally disrespectful. Bitch, ask them for some. And if you don't have any money, then you don't need to be licking it, sucking it, slurping it. You don't need to do any of that. I hate when somebody violates my food or my drink. If I didn't invite you to drink out, I don't even drink out the same cup behind my daughter. I don't even sip out the same straw as my daughter. We've never done that. I think that that is gross. Ooh, my stomach said, mm-hmm. Then he tries to hold her hand. She allows it for a minute, but she know that this mofo ain't about nothing. He says that at first, when you were a prisoner, you try to get somebody that got you some money. But he says he really feels for this girl. She said, oh, okay. But at the end of the day, why you here? If you feel for her, why you here with me? Why you telling me how beautiful I am? He said that she had a face that he ain't never seen. Her body, he never felt. She's a total different woman because she's sober and beautiful. And ain't nothing like looking in the face of a beautiful woman. Ain't nothing like smelling a beautiful woman to a man who is attracted to a beautiful woman. Now, I ain't everybody's cup of tea, but I know that I am a beautiful woman. Okay? Yes, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that. She know that he is conning this woman. But she said, I ain't going to be the one to help you break up, because he asked her, what should I do? She said, you do what you need to do, but don't involve me in it, because I ain't going to help you make your decision. Meantime, and in between time, Glorietta found the perfect dress with the sweetheart show. She got the whole thing. They put the cotton freaking veil on her, and they got it long, where it's just elongated, and it's all the way down the hall, bitch, around the corner. And she's in love. She said, I got money. I've been saving. I don't care what this wedding cost me. Only the finest will do. Did I come in this bitch expecting to spend $5,000 on a dress? No, I didn't. But what the hell? Who cares? Bitch, I'm getting it. It made me feel like a princess. She said she had been thinking about her wedding day since the day she was born. She got a wedding book and some more stuff, okay? Yes, she does. And she happy. And I'm saying, you're crazy. He said this woman, Glorietta, held him down. But we see him wavering left and right. And my heart goes out to Glorietta because Glorietta going to find herself jacked up. Again, as I said, if I had to rate this episode, I would absolutely rate this episode a C. I would try to give it a B if I thought I could, based on Amber finally telling the truth about what is going on with Vince. This episode was really good, both 34 and 35. I apologize for not reviewing it last Saturday, but I'm hoping that you all have enjoyed me trying to catch up this week. Don't forget that this is non-stop November, and your auntie will be uploading a video every day of the month. And I hope that you all don't get tired of seeing my face. I am also loading a video every day on my second channel, which is Auntie's Advice Channel for Women. So if you would like to find out what we talked about last night, don't forget to go over there to that channel. Tomorrow I will be coming live again, and hopefully I'll be doing it in the morning. Okay, and we're going to be talking about some things that have been happening with our 90-Day Fiance family as we prepare for the new episode of 90-Day Fiance. Okay, I don't know what season this is, whether it's 7, 9, or whatever it is, but we have a whole different cast, and that is always exciting. So we'll be together. And also don't forget, for all the women that I will be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. That review will be on my other channel. I also have another surprise for you all of another show that I'm going to be reviewing on that channel only. And I'm hoping that you all like that. And don't forget that we are still we're moving into our Christmas season, where we'll be talking about Christmas. But right now on that channel, we have been talking about real estate. So if you all are interested in purchasing a home, how to build your credit, how to clean your credit up, and all that kind of stuff, we also have been talking about that, and it's been very interesting. So, in saying that and in closing, I love you all. I thank you all so much for your continued support, and look for your auntie every day of this month. No stop, non-stop, non-stop, no stop, November. Love you all. Have a great night.